Hello, my most amazing pre-K artists. Today we are going to be finishing our turkey. We are going to add a few more details with crayon, and then we're going to paint. I'm going to show you how to do that. So, first thing, you have a black, a blue, and a green crayon, and I want you to take your black crayon and be sure that your turkey has an eye. So I noticed I was looking at some of these, and some people have forgotten to add an eye. So our turkey has to be able to see. So add an eye, and then if you'd like, you can add a wing, which this is just like a curvy line, so you can practice on your messy mat. You're just going to curve the line. Anything you do will be good there. Now, if you want to make this a little bit fancier, you could also go around your turkey with the black crayon. If you can, I'm just going around. You don't have to do this, but you can if you want. So I'm just tracing around my color, and that's going to make my turkey really stand out on my paper. And then, if I wanted to, I could draw some feather lines to make this look more like a feather. So I just draw straight lines down on the colorful finger parts that are my feathers, and then I can just draw some straight lines across. And this is going to make it look like feathers. You can do this with your black crayon. Just add some texture and some detail. Now, we are ready to start the background. So I'm going to take my green crayon, and about halfway across my paper, I'm going to draw a line. But stop! Don't go through your turkey. I don't want to draw the grass on top of my turkey. I want to make it look like my turkey is standing in the grass. So I draw from the edge of my paper and stop at the turkey. And then I pick my crayon up, and I'm going to follow that line and put it back down where the turkey is and go all the way the rest of the way across. So now this is all down here is my grass. And I could even put some little grass lines if I wanted to. So that's up to you if you have time. So you draw some little lines. And then I am going to draw my blue line. So now I'm going to take my blue crayon, and I want you to understand something. Your sky will go all the way to your grass. So I'm going to draw a blue line right on top of my green line. That shows me that my sky comes all the way down here. I could draw some clouds if I wanted to, but you don't have to do that. You can just do it if you want. And then we are ready to paint. So today, our paint palette has a lot of colors, but we're going to focus on using the greens and the blues because we're painting the grass and the sky. So you might do a sunset and use some different colors in your sky. I don't know. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your brush and you're going to put it in the water to get it wet. Then you are going to put the water in the colors that you want to use. And this wakes up your color. So I'm just getting water on my brush, and I know I want to use blue and green. So I'm putting the water in the blue and green. And I'm saying, wake up, blue. Now I'm going to roll my brush like a ballerina. So these are my bristles on the end of my brush. I'm going to put the brush down and roll it. And we want to roll our brush like a ballerina dancing on her tippy toes. So I'm going to roll my brush in there a bunch of times, probably around 20. And now I can see that there's blue on my brush. And now I can paint my sky. So I'm just going to paint around, and I can leave my clouds white. Now when I start running out of paint, look, my brush is scratchy and it's not painting very well. That means my brush is thirsty and it needs more water. And I need to roll it in the paint a bunch more. So remember, we roll our brush lots of times. And then I'm going to paint. All right, I'm going to speed this up because I think you've got the idea. And you'll see me dipping my brush in the water, rolling my brush in the paint. Now, when I go from blue to green, I need to clean my brush out. So I'm going to put my brush down at the bottom and clean it out really good to get all the blue out before I paint my ground. So I'm going to speed this up, and I want you to watch how I finish this. I am finished. You'll notice I used two different color greens, a light green and a dark green. You don't have to do that, but I just love using two shades of a color. I think it makes it look more interesting. You also should have seen I painted right over my feet, but I can still see them because this is called a crayon resist. So our crayon is waxy and it resists the paint. That means the paint won't paint right on top of it. It will just go away from the crayon. So I can paint right on top of it, and that's fine. So you don't have to worry too much about getting close to your turkey. All right, I hope you guys have a great time painting your gobble gobble turkey.